Hey, fantastic members of the Blue Light Facebook group. Here I am outside New Scotland Yard. In this video, in this live, I want to talk to you about what's going on in the police recruitment process, what's happening in those hallowed halls, and why is it stopping so many of you progressing in your recruitment process. So many of you talking about the talent pool that you're in. They might not call it a talent pool, but we know we've seen the internal memo. Ethically, over 1,000 people are waiting for places. They've got about 90 places between now and April next year. They're still recruiting. Next year they're going to be recruiting just 500. That's it. If you look on their website, it just shows 500 vacancies, 100 for the detective process, 200 for PSEP, 200 for PCDA. So how are we going to navigate this process if we're in the talent pool or we're thinking about applying to join the Metropolitan Police, which I still advocate? Now, before I continue, who am I and why should you listen to anything I've got to say? My name is Brendan from Blue Light, and over the past 31 years now, I've been helping people just like you in the recruitment process, in specialist interviews, and in the, did I say recruitment process? Promotion, recruitment, specialist interviews, with a huge amount of success. Sorry, there's loads of distractions around me. It's police cars and everything, look. There we go, police cars and everything. Whenever I see a police car, I'm always like, distracted. Anyway, back to business. Metropolitan Police, so they normally recruit between 3,500 and 4,000 every year. Next year, 500. So I'm not saying don't apply for the Metropolitan Police. What I am saying is that if you do apply, keep your options open. So get your online assessment centre under your belt. And then once you've got that, think about applying to other forces. Forces like Surrey and Sussex are recruiting at the moment. Hertfordshire are recruiting. Kent Police are recruiting. There's always police forces recruiting. Even during austerity, there were forces recruiting. All they're doing is just thinning the pipeline now. So how is the big deficit in the Met going to impact on other forces? Well, they always say when the Met sneezes, every other force catches a cold. It's always been true. So what we think is happening is the Met are starting to feel the pinch. They've got a deficit of over 200 million. Sir Mark Rowley, the Commissioner, has already said they've got to lose 3,300 police officers over the next 3 years. So this is going to impact on other forces as well. Merseyside Police got a new Chief Constable, Rob Carden. He's talking about the problems that they've got in terms of managing their budget and managing the deficit. So many other forces are declaring that they've got problems with their deficit. Greater Manchester Police, my old force, they've got a deficit of about 30 million. So how do they manage that deficit? It's not the best way, but one of the ways they manage it is by reducing recruitment or even stopping it completely. Now, we're not going to see that happen. That happened during austerity, and most people in recruitment tell us that this was a really, really big mistake. Why? Because when it came to start the recruitment process all over again, they had no tutors, they had no recruitment team. HR didn't know what to do. So they're always going to keep those teams alive now. They're not going to stop recruiting because it was a huge mistake to do so during austerity. So still worth applying, that's what I'm saying. Still worth applying, but we just need to make sure we're keeping our options open and that we're getting the highest score. So if the Metropolitan Police have only got like several hundred places next year and they've already got over 1,000 just waiting for vetting, these are people who've passed everything just waiting for vetting, how are they going to select those officers for those limited number of places? Well, what I've seen happen before is selection by score. Some forces have already declared that they will select people based on high scores only, especially for the detective process, which is very, very oversubscribed. The other thing they might do is recruit people geographically. So what they've done in the past is you've got to be inside the M25 corridor. What they may have also done in the past is you've got to have a second language. That's interesting. I'm not sure if they'll introduce that again because that caused all sorts of problems. People pretending that they had a second language. They actually had a team testing you. Wonder if you could learn how to speak Azerbaijan or Kyrgyzstan. I don't even know. I'm making up countries now. But they're not going to do that again. I don't think they'll do that again. So keep your options open, aim for the highest scores, and you know what we do. We help you get those high scores. If you want some help with that support, where we can actually guarantee your success through the one-to-ones, small group practice webinars, do let me know. There's something in the description at the top there if you're watching this on YouTube. Complete that form and then we can book in a call after that. Form takes about 3 minutes to complete. Just asks you where you are now, where you want to be, what support you need. And if you're watching this live inside our Facebook group, ask in the comments or drop me a message. And I shall see you on the other side. If you're actually working from a building like this, and you are in the police service, I love you. You're amazing. If you're looking to join the police, you're joining the best job in the world. I'll catch you with you soon. Bye bye for now.